Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the type tool and paths in order to create text that follows a particular path. So I'm just going to start by showing you how to add some normal text, and you can use the type tool here, and you can obviously we'll just start with a horizontal type tool. You can do vertical text, obviously that's just the direction it goes in. So if I click here, it'll automatically create a text box. My options to change the text depending on the layout of your Photoshop might be at the top here. So here I've got my font choices, which are all the different types of fonts. Then if there's an option for it to be bold, black, book, etc., it'll be there. And then the size of the text is here, so 37 point, and then obviously the larger the number, the bigger the text. The alignment is here, so if you want it left, center or right align. The color is here, and there are paragraph options in here, as well as some basic shapes and effects you can have on here. We'll have a look at those in a minute, and those options might also appear on the right hand side here as well. So I'm just going to type a text here, so I'm just going to put recipe book. At the moment mine is white as per my text here, so I'm going to make it black. I actually forgot the R on recipe. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger, dragging this along here like so. Now some basic effects that you can do. To go back into edit mode, just double click on the T in the layers panel to bring it into edit mode again. So first thing I'm going to do here is just to add in some effects using this T tool here, the warp tool. These are very basic things, but can sometimes be enough to get by if you want something to curve around. So you've got the degrees of bends, which way it bends. The distortion as well can be done here. You can also do some other effects. You can make that look a little bit more on there. So you know, there's basic things you can do here. This might work well if you want it to go underneath the circle, for example, and you want it to go around like that. So there's some basic effects that you can do with text that can create some interesting effects. Now what we're focusing on this video is how we can use paths and get the text to follow a particular path. Now I'm going to start on here by using the shapes tool again. So this time let's just go for a triangle to be different. So I'm going to initially draw it as a shape. Okay, so I'm just going to draw my triangle here like so, and I've got a shape here. Then what I'm going to do, the reason I do this, if you do it as a shape, and then if I want to move it around, so say I'm not got quite the right shape, I can do that here. So maybe I want to move it here, for example, and then again to get back into edit mode again, I'm just going to click back on the shape tool, and then I get this menu at the top again. So I'm now going to change this to be path. So now I've changed this to path. What will happen is when I click on the type tool and hover over the shape here, you'll see that the cursor slightly changed, so I get like a wobbly line. So obviously you have to make sure you do it on the line. And then what I'm going to do then is it'll automatically put in some dummy text. I'm going to make this a lot smaller, like so. And then let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see. And then what I might do is I might change the text to be healthy eating 101, and then if I just hit that space key so it goes around the corner, delicious food, and then I'm gonna put on the other side easy to prepare. Actually, I'm gonna get easy to cook, like so. And I'm gonna add in a couple more spaces there so it looks a bit more in space. So now I've got this text which is following the path that I created earlier, and I can just get rid of my triangle now, like so. So you see this is a really easy way to get it to follow a path. So that's how you can do it via a shape. Okay, I'm going to move this to the side. In fact, I'll move it down here. Now you can, if you want to, just create a tool using the pen tool here, and if I create a shape here, so again I'm going to change it to be path. I might click here, and then I might click down here. Now all you do here to add the curvature, if you click and then hold, you get these handles that you can pull out, and they create the curve. So I'm going to create a curve here, and then I'm going to click here, and then create another curve here, And what I'm going to do then, again, same again, click on the T tool, and as I hover over this, I get that line again there, and then whatever I type here will just fit along that curve. So I'll go 100 recipes. Ooh, recipes you can try at home. And obviously, depending on the space you've got there, you might want to add in some extra spaces. And just like last time, I can move that around. Okay, so I did that using the pen tool. So you can use this doing any shape, or you can use it doing your own shape as well. So it all depends what you want. So just a reminder of how you use this again. So click on pen tool. I'm going to make sure it's on path, and then I'm going to click once to start my path. I'm going to click and hold to add a curvature if I want to. If I don't want to add any curve, if I just want it straight, then I will just click. But then you'll just use the straight line tool, and then you just click on to the next point you want to go to, and then you can obviously click to do it. If you go wrong at any time, Control Z will take you back, and then you can say, I think actually I don't want to go here, I want to go down here instead. You can do that then, and you could just create a little teardrop here. And then any text you type, you can start anywhere along the shape as well. So say I want it to just start here, I can then get it to start at that point there. I'll just click on here, and here is some more text. So again, it'll start wherever you type it when you want to, but obviously you can move that. So if I just want to move that forward, I can move it all the way along, and it'll just follow along like a little train along that pathway. And that is how you can add text on a path. Hope that helps.